Sekiro is a game about mastery. You don't level up stats, you level up yourself. Every boss is basically a test of your timing, your patience, your ability to stay calm under pressure. But here is the thing. No boss in Sekiro actually fights like you. Even the hardest ones, like Shin, All, they follow their own patterns. They don't improvise. They don't adapt like a real player. So what happens if the game turns that around? What if the final boss wasn't just difficult, but was literally you fully upgraded with everything you've learned? I believe it would be the hardest, most unfair, and most perfect boss fight Sekiro could ever create. Because you wouldn't just be fighting a character, you'll be fighting your own mastery. If I had to describe what makes Sekiro brutal, it's not damage, it's precision. The entire game is built on deflection timing, posture pressure, and reading intent. Now imagine a boss that does it all perfectly. And not script perfect, player perfect. Because the idea isn't just Wolf as a boss. The idea is fully upgraded Wolf with flawless parries, instant reactions, aggressive pressure, and zero hesitation. The kind of enemy that doesn't wait, doesn't give space, doesn't let you breathe. There is a moment when enemies deflect you perfectly over and over. That alone already feels oppressive. Now scale that to a boss who lives in that state. You swing, he deflects. You hesitate, he attacks. You try to heal, he's already on you. And suddenly the core truth of Sekiro hits harder than ever. You were never learning to beat bosses, you were learning to become one. Wolf isn't just a swordsman, he's a walking arsenal. Shuriken, firecrackers, flame vent, umbrella, mortal blade. When you use those tools you feel powerful, but controlled. You decide when to deploy them. Now flip that. Now imagine fighting someone who uses everything. Throws shuriken mid-combo, cancels your healing with firecrackers, poisons you with Sabimaru, and worst of all, uses them exactly how you would. That is a real horror. Not only because it's random, it's chaotic, it's familiar. There is something deeply unsettling about recognizing your own habits in an enemy. Just remember your feelings when the old father Mikiri countered you. All the tools made you strong can become the tools that expose you. One thing that stood out to me thinking about this concept is how aggressive this fight would feel. Sekiro already punishes passivity, but this would take it to another level. Because a player-controlled mindset doesn't just attack, it hunts. You try to heal, he interrupts. You try to reset posture, he is always breaking it. There is no rhythm to fall back on, no predictable loop, no safe phase, just constant suffocating pressure. And you know exactly what he is trying to do, because it's exactly what you would do. At first this sounds like a gameplay challenge, but the more I think about it, it's not just mechanical, it's philosophical. Because fighting yourself forces you to confront something deeper, your habits, instincts, weaknesses. There is this idea people bring up, an inner self boss. Not just a clone, but a version of Wolf shaped with your playstyle. And I love that idea. Because Sekiro isn't just about skill, it's about discipline. So imagine a fight where your aggression is punished by equal aggression. Your hesitation is exploited instantly. Your patterns are mirrored back at you. That is something no traditional boss can ever do fully. When I step back, this concept feels like a natural endpoint of Sekiro. The game already teaches you precision, adaptation, confidence, and every boss pushes you closer to mastery. So what comes after mastery? What comes after you've learned everything the game has to teach? The only logical answer is a test that reflects you. Not a scripted enemy, not a designed pattern, but a fight that scales with your understanding of the game. Because deep down we all feel it. This is a fight Sekiro was building toward, but never fully delivered. So what if you fought yourself in Sekiro? It wouldn't just be the hardest fight in the game, it would be the most honest one. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, no excuses. Just you versus everything you've learned. It may become not just about difficulty, but about identity. About facing the version of yourself that mastered the game and asking, can you actually beat the person you've become? Thanks for watching, hit that like button and subscribe for more Sekiro guides and lore videos, and stay sharp out there, Shinobi.